What's up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to episode number 9 of Mr. Love, Queen's Choice. This one's titled Monochrome, and I think based on that title alone, and obviously the preview from last time, it's fairly obvious that this is going to be a Shimon or Lucian focused chapter, or episode, I suppose. I don't want to call it chapters, we're not reading anything, we're watching. So yeah, or to give him another name that we've been introduced to as Ares, because of his ties to Black Swan. Although not steadfast in line with Black Swan, he seems to have the same end goal as Hades, as he revealed himself to our main character last time, but he seems to have, or seems to want to pursue a different approach in doing so. And Hades made comment on that in a scene with them together, and saying you were the only one that could truly rival me, but you seem to have basically given up, or you failed, or something along those lines. And it's like, yeah, we'll be going for the pinnacle of evolution and all this, which is what he sees this as. He sees the Queen as humanity's next step in evolution. And to an extent, I guess he's perfectly correct in that. He's just very manipulative in the way he does it. Like, evolver powers being genetically provable, and there being a specific gene that seems to heighten and unlock these evolver powers, and heighten them for those that already have them, is like, that is a huge scientific discovery. And it would make sense why, what's-his-face, Lucian/Shimon, it would understand why he got involved with it, because he is a neuroscientist. So it would make sense that maybe he stumbled upon this. Maybe he was one of the most forward thinkers in understanding this. I don't quite know how long evolved powers have been known and seen in this world, but maybe that's some background information we'll either get during the show, or maybe it's something that's like in the game but not actually given to us specifically, or maybe it's not even known full stop. But we know the father was investigating it several years back, but we don't really have a scale of decades in that, so maybe it's a recent phenomenon, maybe it's not, I don't know. But last episode was mainly focused on Haku-senpai and his, the police chief trying to silence him, or Commander Leto, was it? I think it was Commander Leto. He's not listed here, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think that was who was trying to kill him, and he had a tracking device as well for evolvers, specifically him, I guess. So the police have been, or well, not the police, this commander has been exterminating the evolvers that they detain, and put in like a safe witness protection or whatever system, but they're actually just killing them, and one of Haku's buddies was one of the members that was charged with that. He tried to get information out to Haku, but they shot him dead as well, so, yeah. They're killing them because they think it's too dangerous to allow these types of people to exist. I don't know if there's more to it than just that. I feel like that's a very simple way of perceiving it. Maybe I've forgotten one of the things that he mentioned in his mini monologue to Haku, but for basic intents and purposes, Hades and Black Swan want to usher the Queen in and allow her to further unlock and spread evolvers and spread humanity's new birth, essentially, the new step in human evolution, as it were. Lucian wants to do the same, but in a different way, or for a different overall end goal, which maybe he'll reveal this time. Do you think he'll reveal himself to the MC today? I don't think he will, but maybe he'll let slip something that he doesn't want to. That's where I kind of see this as going. Because he's going to show off his evolver powers to her, at the very least, in a more aggressive form. Because we've seen him pop up the shield, right? That's the only thing we've seen him do with his evolver power, though. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe he'll do something different. Well, we know he's going to attack, but I wonder why, what context it is. Who's he defending from? Anyway, let's not theorycraft too much. We can just watch the episode, can't we? So, as always, these are time-based format. Bottom left of the screen, down here, you're going to see the timer for the episode. I will count you down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play, you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll all be in sync. Watching this one officially on Crunchyroll, as per usual, because that's where it's licensed here in the UK and US. Link in the description, as per usual. And yeah, I'll call out the OP when it starts and ends, as well as like the whole Red Queen hypothesis thing. But they did change, so my eternal bitching about that did get resolved to an extent, but I doubt they'll change it again. So yeah, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Main character going in to see Lucian, I believe. Yeah, everyone's going out of control. Kiro's was, Haku's was, yeah. Yeah. He immediately cut off all ties. Oh, interesting. It's thrown a lot of things into turmoil then. Naturally, yes. I mean, Hades straight up told you that you were the queen and would usher in the evolution of evolvers. That's totally not ominous at all. It's all coming from her as well, because she is the queen. Alright, Red Queen hypothesis, we get your message. And we'll be using the second one probably here. Queen, yes, okay, cool. I mean, it's a common thing, actually, that I've seen in storytelling. In that, when it comes to people that are different, difference is a huge part in a lot of stories. And a lot in terms of, where am I going with this? In terms of prejudice and antagonistic actions, just being different always sparks that. So, for example, thinking back to last season, there was a show called Arte that I don't know how many of you watched. Very good show. Very much enjoyed it. But the whole premise of that was built on the fact that she was a woman noble that was trying to be an artisan, which at the time in Florence, 1600s, I believe, was just incredibly different and just seen as like, a woman can't be a painter, well, you're ridiculous. And it's that difference that always drives a wedge between people, because you're either for people like that or you're against it. There's very little middle ground. There's very little middle ground in any argument nowadays, but that's a whole different thing. Alright, here we go. Monochrome. So we're going to see him eventually. I wonder how. Emails. Viewers, okay. What, a lot more? Okay. Huh. Interesting. People's evolvers power are not that, no. Hey, Mana. Yeah. Whole city's gone weird. Oh, it absolutely does. I mean, so many weird things happening all at once. It's like, yeah, she knows. A lot of people probably don't know they are evolvers either. Gonna go try and find him, I guess. But, like, how many people do have evolver powers? I'm walking down the street. Could she just randomly activate someone's? Oh, damn. It looks like maybe she has. Oh, and that bump just... Jesus Christ. Lucian or... Yep, Lucian. Nice. Good job, my dude. We didn't see his evolve power go out of control when they had the montage of everyone else's going out of control. He was absent from that, right? And so far, he seems to be unaffected. I don't know if he's just hiding it or not. It's because of me. Yeah. That was it Jessie? Is that her name? No, Josie. Sorry, Josie. Keep moving forward. Rest in peace, Montio. That's true. I just can't trust anything he says right now. Because I don't know what his end motive is here. A little hypocritical, but I believe he is going to be well-intentioned. I mean, he's one of the main 4 characters, so it would make sense for him to be... Yeah. Trying to distance yourself. Yep. Will you? Where's this coming from? He's laying it on thick all of a sudden. Huh. Neuroscience. Yeah. I just can't trust anything. All localized to a specific area. Let me guess, it's near where she lives. That would explain why everything's going out. Service interruptions and things like that. But where is there? It's gonna be her flat, surely. He just feels creepy still. Which he can't see, of course. Ooh, that's an interesting line, considering his ties to Black Swan or whatever. And that has an ulterior motive. He's not just giving her a pen because it's a good luck charm. He has another reason for doing that. That was an early ad break. Okay. That was Alright, back in. Love sensation. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. Future premonition. Oh, damn, okay. Actively avoiding it. Who are these people? Who are these people? Naturally. Hmm. It's, yeah. Okay. But again, he has that all he has that ulterior motive of keeping her safe. What was that little bit there? The hell's that? Is that the device? A receiver, okay. Who's doing this and taking them berserk then? Oh. Oh. Ooh, the TV tower. Huh. Okay. But how? What, you're just gonna shut down the whole TV tower? Like, that's not gonna work. How are you gonna shut that down? Okay. Okay, this got way more like world scale than I thought they were gonna go for, but sure. I wonder what his childhood was like. Well, his childhood was isekai parents. Yeah, I forgot about that. Let's go fly a kite up to the highest height and send it soaring. Sorry, I just yeah. Oh, they're being watched. Mm-hmm. They've been trailing. So yeah, I thought it was him actually being on the offensive, but it's actually this other guy. Oh, so he's going to protect you. Nice. Montage running. Very detailed background art. Like, way more detail than I expected. Who are these people? Are they also Black Swan? I don't see what motive they have here in forcibly sending evolvers out of control. What are you doing? You see, if you find someone that you're chasing, if you're chasing someone, you lose sight of them, and then they run out in front of you saying, I'm over here, I feel like people would be more suspicious about that. Like, why would they openly admit it as they run past you? It's like, oh, damn. Oof. Did you hurt yourself? No, she seems okay. Good. Carly walks out. Yep. There's that hubby again. Yeah. I mean, ultimately she is, because she doesn't know what's going on. Because you're keeping her in the dark, mate. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay, so this is part of his plan to send them out of whack. What does that benefit? I wonder how that benefits him, though. Oh, so it is his... Okay. He can do it as well. And he's reflecting it right back, the exact same attacks. Are we implying that because he's using the same attacks as Black Swan, he's also Black Swan? Ho ho ho. You say that. Can you drop the name? Yep, you drop the name. Okay, his involvement with Black Swan has been revealed. Oh. The queen has to be a pawn. Nice. Alright. He got them to back down, though. Because, yeah. But now she knows he's linked with it. Yeah. Here we go. How are you going to explain this one? Are you going to even? That shift. Huh. Okay. Red Queen hypothesis. Oh! With the pen. Oh, damn. Sorry for hitting the mic. Oh, damn. He's giving her a chance, though. Alright. Oh. Interesting. God, this music score. Oh? What? Excuse me, what? Okay, I have plenty to talk about. And we're basically at the end of the episode. How much more are we gonna get? We're getting a Hades scene, alright. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You say that. Alright, we're going into ED. Next time we'll find out what happens at the tower. I think we've got... Yeah, we've got an after credit scene here, I'm fairly certain. That was interesting. I feel like there's more to Lucian Shimon than meets the eye there. Meets the eye, because... Unintentional pun. But... It almost feels like... Especially when he switched, and when he went, "Would you believe me if I said yeah?" So if would you believe if I told you so? Like that shift there was very sudden and really well done. But I love that transition from his kind of demeanor to Ares. It almost feels like two very separate characters, and I wonder if that's just for the sake of telling us, the audience, when he's being a nice guy versus when he's being an acting. If it's an act as Ares, or if there's a legitimate reason why his character's like that. I mean, this urge and him clutching his heart and the heartbeat and now his eye bleeding, I assume there's an actual reason, maybe due to his evolver ability, that caused it, but I'm not quite sure yet. Alright, after credit. It's Zen. What? Oh, right, yeah, you got... Oh, yeah, you got Isekai as well. Another him? 2030? Oh. Okay. Dawn of Farewell. Okay. I found out of Lucian. Ugh, still kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Anyway. 2030, huh? When was the main series set? Was it set here in 2020? I forget what date EVOL LOVE is set in. When was this set? I wonder. Because it's obviously set in the future. That's why we made a deal with the 2030 bit there, right? But I don't remember what date has been shown during the show at any point in time. I haven't actually paid attention. I haven't paid attention enough to know what date they're actually set in here. I assume 2020 or around about this time period. When did the game come out? It was 2017? 16? End of 2017. So the show's probably set around about in that point. So he's been warped at least 10 years into the future, more than likely. Okay. That's a problem. That's a very big problem. Also, just because he's been set 10, however long into the future, to 2030, he's seen another version of himself, and he's doing just fine. I wonder, because whenever you deal with any form of time travel in shows, which I can't believe I'm about to be discussing time travel during an otome dating game anime. What is life? But when dealing with time travel, depending on how you do it, it can have different consequences. So, is this going to be the form of time travel where it's just an alternate reality that could happen, or is this the alternate reality that will happen based on the current timeline that our main character is still in? So if she makes a choice in this world, will it affect the world he's in, or is that just the world he's in and is one of many hypothetical futures that the world can experience? Like, is that a future where Hades does get his way and the Queen's fully unlocked and he gets to usher in humans' new evolution? Or is this assuming that he is defeated and it doesn't happen? Now, one thing I will say in crazy conspiracy theory time is that Zen and Hades have, I still think, very similar character designs. Like, something about it just seems all too similar. To the point where I wonder almost, like, this is stupid hypothesis and it's not true and it's not right. I know they're separate characters. I know they're, like, completely different things, but it almost feels like, what if the way Zen came back was as Hades? Like, what if Hades is just Zen after he came back from that timeline? Like, that would be insane. But, like, that would be very interesting. It's not going to pull that sort of thing. We've already got one character affiliated with Black Swan and still one of the main cast. They wouldn't do it for a second character. But, I don't know, that would just be a really interesting thing to throw in. Just as if this series wasn't crazy enough. Like, this show is insane. Like, everything that's happened with the entire story on Evolvers and the way they're working and her being the queen and unlocking all this, the strange activity from the electromagnetic waves and stuff that are originating from the tower, which we still need to explore. And then the dude gets thrown through a wormhole into the future. This is an otome dating game. And I'm saying these things. It's crazy. This show is crazy. I didn't think I would be saying that still on episode 9, but I am. But next time we are getting a Kira Kira episode. I think it would disappear from my sight. Dawn of Farewell. I mean, that's a pretty ominous title. Dawn of Farewell. It's fairly ominous, not gonna lie. I mean, it adds more importance to the Loveland Tower being in that ED, by the way. Like, Jesus. Let me see, when was Ares' transformation here? She runs away to the tower. Okay, that was before this bit. Where was the moment where he switched? I want to get that again. Let's see. And there's the tone shift. Yeah. If I said that, would you believe me? And it very much is like two different people, and judging by the fact the way his voice changes, the way his eyes shift, like you can see the way his eye shape changes as well to fit Ares, as well as the heart thump that he seems to be fighting against almost. And then the eye explodes and bleeds. It makes me think that either as a cost of his evolver power, or the way he got it, or the experimentation maybe that was done on him as a kid or whatever. I mean, yeah, okay, I refer back to my point at the very beginning of this episode. I said I don't know what it was like decades-wise, but they've been experimenting on... They were experimenting on our main characters when they were like 5 or so, when they were young kids, especially our main protagonist was like, couldn't remember anything from when she was like before 5, after trauma, and she's in her at least 20s by now, so yeah, it has been going on for around about 2 decades at the very minimum, I think. So there is that. That answers that question from the very beginning of the episode. It's gone on for probably at least 2 decades by now. Anyway, yeah. It almost feels like for like bipolar disorder, almost like an interpretation on that. I wonder how much of that is it. Also, when she was running away from him, as he transitioned to Ares, and the eye started bleeding, I think it was pretty much exactly. I just want to make sure. Was it exactly at that moment? Let's see. Stay back, threaten. You're not Lucian. Yep. She runs away. Yes, it was exactly as that line went across, that dark energy, very similar to the attacks he was throwing out and was having thrown at him by the other Black Swan members. That comes across his eye line, and she fades into monochrome as well. Hence the title of the name, Monochrome. And its symbol is Lucian. So the fact that she was still in colour, maybe that was the last bit of Lucian, Shimon that we were able to do, but now that this moment's happened, that last shred of him has now gone away, and now he just fully much, he is Ares now. Now that he cannot see her in colour either. That was the last thing he could see in colour, presumably. We've not seen anything else in colour for him, except her. But now even she's faded to monochrome. So, yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But yeah, that the switch when he transitioned from Lucian to Ares was very well done. Okay. Very interesting. Gonna have a lot to think about as we go on with this. Like, what is the true backstory behind him for this transition to Ares and the monochrome and all this? Like, I feel like there's more story there that I don't know if this season's going to cover too much, but we'll wait and see. We've still got 3 episodes left to go. We're getting Kiro focused next time, which leaves 11 and 12 to be almost like a big finale. But it makes sense that it would be a Kiro focused episode, because if she's going to the tower to disrupt this electromagnetic waves, he might be investigating it as well as a hacker, as Key. He would be curious as to why these sorts of things are happening as well. He'd be investigating. It makes sense for them to meet up, or for her to try and get his help. It makes sense. But how the hell is Zen coming back from his wormhole trip? Like, what is going on there? That's the most insane bit, that I can't even begin to comprehend what they're trying to do with that. Like, I get it, to show how out of control he went, and how powerful evolver abilities can be, to be sent into the future like that. But is he going to have another objective whilst he's in there, or is it now just a case of he's got to try and find his way out somehow? Is he reliant on... How's he going to activate it? How is he meant to activate it? He activated it because of the Queen. Does the Queen also exist here 10 years from now? Interesting. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I could sit here and theorycraft a lot more, but it's nearly 6 in the morning. And I would like to finish these and get these ready uploaded for today's YouTube. So thank you everyone for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode as per usual. Helps to grow the channel. Leave your comments on what you thought of this episode and the craziness that has happened. If you're a fellow anime only watcher like myself and you don't know the story, please theorycraft away as to where you think the story is going. Answer how you feel about my theories and where you think they're going. No spoilers, of course, from those of you who have played the original game and know where this story is currently going. We don't do spoilers here, of course. Don't forget to hit subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Summer 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. We're basically at the 250 sub goal right now. We haven't actually officially hit it yet. We've been hovering at 248 for a while, but we basically hit it. So thank you everyone for your support. We're going to go for 400 next season, hopefully, and we'll see how that does. But thank you everyone for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.